Hello and welcome to another chart lessons from Oliver Velez. Today I'm going to bring your attention to mankind, symbol MNKD. For those of you who have been following my work for the past year, and slightly more than a year on Facebook, you'll be very familiar with this stock as it's been one of the biggest winners of the last several years actually. This stock is up a little bit more than 900% in total since we began playing it back in the low $2 and $3 area. We've been using my very popular add and reduce method to basically play it in a professional accumulative way. Last article in the Velez Opportunity Report, I brought your attention to a concept called the measured move. And I'd like to bring your attention to that concept as it applies to mankind today as well. You'll see on the chart here that I have two vertical arrows that represent measured moves away from what is now a rising 50-period simple moving average. Now, many of you will be aware of the fact that I'm constantly drilling in this point to all of my traders, that when stocks move in a very elevated way away from key moving averages, it is a state that is not sustainable. Stocks, and any other financial instrument for that matter, cannot remain far away from their key moving averages. They can get far away from their key moving averages. They just can't stay in an elevated, extended position away from their moving averages. In many respects, this is akin to a leash and a dog, if you will. The leash is only so long, while the dog can sort of get ahead of its master as long as the leash has some slack. But once the leash runs out of slack, the dog either must come back to the master or the master must catch up to the dog. This is typically what happens. When a stock reaches an elevated, overbought, and in reverse, oversold position well far away from the key moving averages, a snapback is imminent. Now, there are times when the moving average catches up. The master catches up to the runaway dog. There are times when the dog snaps back or comes back to the master. In most cases, it is the dog that comes back to the master. It's the stock in this elevated position here that comes back to the master. All right, away from the master, comes back to the master. So there's this accordion, almost slinky-like ebb and flow that markets and individual stocks do. We move away from key moving averages, we come back to key moving averages. We move away from key moving averages, we come back. It's as simple as that. Now, as I mentioned in the last article in the blog where I talked about the measured move, this ebb away from the key moving average is typically repetitive in terms of the distance an individual stock will move away from the key moving average. There's no universal percentage away from a key moving average. It is specific to a stock. Now, I've measured the move away from the 50-period moving average back in it looks like the latter part of December here. You'll find the move from the 50-period moving average to the peak of its rally. Now let's take a look at the next move. You'll find that they're identical almost. And so this can be a very, very unique concept to use. And I'll put this arrow back here, for knowing when a rally should be used to take some profits. And as you'll see here, okay, This is a wonderful profit-taking area as we reached the upper part of the measured move. A wonderful opportunity to take profits here as well. But now we're finding the dog has snapped back toward its master, the 50-period moving average. We have some bottoming tails having formed here, and today, as I mentioned on Facebook, I was stalking Mankind and looking for an entry once it took out the high of this bottoming tail bar, and we certainly got that today. Now, I have put on 1/3 of the amount sold here, with the idea that another third will be put on at the next buy opportunity. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to hold. We could come back to retest the prior low, and that potentially can happen. If the 50-period moving average does in fact hold here, we are potentially looking for new highs in the stock. So I hope this concept's been helpful. This is Oliver Velez coming to you once again from a Chart Lessons from Oliver Velez session. See you next time.